John Harbaugh wasn't fired because he failed. He was fired because the Ravens were afraid of what was happening next. This decision wasn't made after one game. It wasn't about one season, and it definitely wasn't just about wins and losses. What happened in Baltimore had been building quietly for years. And once you see the pattern, the firing makes a lot more sense. John Harbaugh spent 18 years as the head coach of the Ravens. He's respected, he's accomplished, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. But over the last 3 seasons, the Ravens entered each year with Super Bowl expectations and walked away with the same feeling every time. Heartbreak, not blowouts, not rebuild losses, moments. Zay Flowers fumbling at the goal line against Kansas City. Mark Andrews dropping a pass in Buffalo that could have changed everything. And this year, a missed field goal that would have sent Baltimore to the playoffs as the 4th seed and secured the AFC North. Individually, those plays aren't on John Harbaugh. But when the same story keeps repeating, organizations stop asking, is he a good coach? They start asking a different question. Is his voice still getting through? And that's where this firing really starts to make sense. Because if Bill Belichick can be fired after more than 20 years and 6 Super Bowls in New England, then no coach is untouchable anymore. Longevity doesn't guarantee permanence, especially when expectations are championship level every single year. According to multiple reports, the Ravens locker room had started to lose belief. Not respect, belief. There's a difference. John Harbaugh is widely viewed as a leader of men. But after 18 years, 3 straight seasons of playoff disappointment and constant pressure, his message began to feel stale. That happens everywhere. In any workplace, in any leadership role. Eventually people tune out, even when they admire you. But the most important factor in all of this comes down to one person, Lamar Jackson. Lamar is the franchise. He's not even 30 years old. He's a 2-time MVP. And when your franchise quarterback isn't fully aligned with the head coach, ownership has to choose a direction. After the loss to Pittsburgh, Lamar had a chance to publicly back John Harbaugh. And he didn't. He wasn't disrespectful, but he also didn't give that, "that's my coach, we're riding together," moment people expected. That silence mattered. There were also reports that Ravens ownership interviewed players, and the feedback pointed toward the same conclusion. There wasn't strong resistance to change, not anger, not outrage, just acceptance. And that tells you everything. There were rumblings this season about Lamar's engagement, his preparation, and his overall happiness within the system. Whether that stemmed from contract frustration or philosophical differences, the message was clear. The Ravens believed a new voice was needed to unlock the best version of Lamar moving forward. That's why this job is now the most desirable opening in the league. A stable organization, a championship caliber roster, and a franchise quarterback in his prime. As for John Harbaugh, he won't be unemployed for long. Giants, Titans, Falcons, he'll be a top candidate everywhere because this firing wasn't an indictment of his career. It was an acknowledgement that his message had simply run its course in Baltimore. Sometimes leadership isn't about knowing how to build something. It's knowing when it's time to step away. And the next head coach the Ravens hire will tell us exactly what direction they believe Lamar Jackson and this franchise need to go next.